guys, and welcome to another video. So for this video I got a new recording setup and we're going to be working on the Capricorn doll today. For this doll I'm going to be using this Gwillia, I think it is. I don't really know. But I only had two right hands, so we're going to have to modify one of them to become a left. I did this in my Halloween doll video. I think it worked pretty good, so let's have another go. I did the exact same tactic, but some of my recording got cut off on this one, so if you want to see how to, I'll find a way to leave a link in the description for the ghost doll video. And now to start on the eyes. I actually read a bunch of comments just a day before uploading this video saying about things I could do and things which would have made it better, and I am wishing that I'd done it on this doll and my next doll. Now, the Pisces doll I've actually already done and I'm just adding the final touches to because I usually prepare my dolls a little while in advance so that they'll be ready and I can just do editing if timing gets tight. So I'll try and do them on the Pisces doll. I've actually already planned it and I'm looking so forward to doing it. And if you guys want, I could do a show of the concept art as a digital art or just the drawings. So I'll put a little poll in the corner and vote. Now, I wanted Capricorn to seem like a big sister, so I sawed the body in half and filled up the middle with some tinfoil, epoxy and hot glue. This was a bit of an experiment and I think I could have done it better, but there's a first time for everything. I also carved off the little horn type things on the head and I replaced them with some wires which we will sculpt into the horns. To do this, trim down the wires a bit. I made mine a bit long and it looked as though she had butterfly antennae. To sculpt the horns, I took some of my favourite two-part epoxy sculpt and mixed it together. I sculpted it into two long curved cone shapes and started sculpting it out and making it into a swirled horn shape with some pins. Now, just set her aside to dry. Now that she's completely dry, we can start to paint her. I decided that I wanted to make the inside eyes first, so before painting her, so that I could paint everything white all in one. To do this, I took some of my two-part epoxy sculpt again and started to press it to the inside of the eyes to get a basic shape. I had quite a bit of spare epoxy clay, so I didn't quite know what to do with it. Now we're going to paint her white along with her eyes and everything. Painting the top of the head doesn't really matter, but you can still do it if you want. Now make sure that you try and get as little streaks on the head as possible, and now we can move up onto the face up. To start off, I delicately brushed the eyebrows on using some pastels. I want all of my zodiac dolls to be displaying a different emotion. So far we've kind of had a little sneaky, sly little Scorpio, a very calm and serene Sagittarius, and I want to go for a really surprised Capricorn. I wanted Capricorn to be wearing a blazer and looking like somebody going back to work, because as it's January, everybody is completely baffled from Christmas and is just completely flabbergasted by their work. The problem is with doing a face up on a face which is painted is it's really hard to erase things, and if anybody knows how to get more grip on acrylic paint, please leave a comment in the description. I decided to add some thick eyeliner, and later on I would add in some big eyelashes. Now, this is the fun part. This is the first time which I've ever added eyelashes to a doll, so hopefully it will go well. To do so, I measured them to the eye and cut them down to size. These are some quite major eyelashes, and I think I probably should have got some smaller ones, but it still looks really cool. But I thought they were a little long, so I'd trim them down a bit. Now that they've been trimmed down, we can get to work on the eyes. I actually remade the eyes with some air dry clay, and now we're going to mix some nice green resin to fill up her eyes. This doll I wanted to experiment with, and I pigmented the resin a bit with some glitter and green pastels. And that's one eye done. Now we've got both eyes, and we can glue on the head. To do this, I wanted to use the same white hair which I also used on my Halloween doll. And now we can start making the shirt as well. For the shirt, I didn't have a pattern because she is taller than my other dolls, so I just drew around her and experimented a bit. Now, this shirt I didn't have to make extraordinarily neat, which I'm kind of happy about, so I rushed it a little bit because she would have a blazer over the top. At the back, I decided that I would sew it onto her body since it would just be covered up by the coat. I also decided that I'll give it a little collar and tie. For the collar, I took a small piece of fabric, hemmed it, and I painted it a slightly brighter white to make it stand out. I added a little collar and some paint down the middle for buttons and a bright red tie. Now we can get on with the blazer and skirt. For the skirt, I just made a rectangle of fabric and sewed it to her. Now for the hair. Now, as the head was glued together, it's not very easy to do a reroute, so I decided for this one I would just glue it straight onto the head because to make a wig cap with the horns would be so hard. Sorry for everybody who wanted wig caps. Her hair looked so messy, but after combing it and cutting it, it looks fine. Now she's got her blazer skirt and some beautiful shoes that were made for me by a friend. I also, using some of the leftover resin, gave her some nice green nails. And now we're done. Sorry about the photographs, I didn't really have much time to do them, so they were a little rushed. For some reason, the paint strokes showed up a lot more using my camera, and this really bugs me. Anyways, I hope you guys all really enjoyed this video, and don't forget to comment with any recommendations. I'll try to read every comment. Anyways, I hope to see you guys all in the next video. Bye!